wrestling fans, and welcome to Wrestling Gam. That's Talitha. I am Travis. We haven't been here since Monday, but it is time for SmackDown. Last SmackDown,
What's going
there was
on?
a Hell in a Cell match, which was probably the best Hell in a Cell match over the week, right? The Friday, and then the Sundays, and then the Mondays.
I wasn't here for Sunday, so I wouldn't know. I don't have anything to compare it to.
Oh, well, you do Monday.
I just have Sunday. I just have Friday and
the
Monday.
bookends.
Yep. I would have to say probably the one where he beat the crap out of Rey Mysterio was probably way better than the one on Monday. But, that's just me and my niceness.
Right. Is it because Rey might have worn a diaper at some point?
I don't know. Possibly. Maybe that was his problem.
Hey, diaper boy.
Right. All right. Anyways, we do have some people with us tonight.
People.
Awesome.
Howdy, people.
We have Fiend Night World, or Matthew from Alabama. We have Walter out there. Hey, Walter. We have Roberto out there. Hey, Roberto. We also have Aaron with us. Hello. How's everybody doing?
Does anybody build go-karts?
Oh, you know what? I grabbed that piece of paper with those names, and then I promptly forgot it.
Nice. At least you wrote it down. At least 2 people we know of will release from NXT today. Tyler Breeze and Fandango.
Those are the only ones I remember.
Oh, Killian Dane!
Oh, and Killian
That's the
Dane.
biggest surprise to me, Killian.
That's right.
Nikki Cross's husband got the axe. Remember, his tag team partner also got that same axe.
Yeah, and then he got signed
Promptly
down
re-signed.
on NXT or whatever.
Promptly re-signed, yeah.
And then he signed a whole big contract or whatever. We have Waleed in the chat. Hey, Waleed and Raul. Hey, guys.
Buddy,
Says,
not body.
hello, good morning, sir. Hello, good morning to you guys over there in India. How are you all doing? Walter's like Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman. Well, yeah, Roman Reigns and now Jimmy, because I guess Jay decided to take a break. They just exchanged one twin for the other.
Right. Trade in. I think they downgraded a little bit. He said he ain't coming back.
Is that how he said it? Just kidding. Yes, good morning, Waleed.
Good morning.
Good morning. For us, it's
Roman is super
evening,
upset because the Usos are taking him for granted because he's putting food on their table.
That bastard. I'm here. I did it. I did my stuff. Fiend Knight says, Travis, you like Chevrolet or Ford?
Oh, that's close. I really do like the Mustangs of the 60s. I'm not one of those guys. I don't think I care. I'm not a guy like that.
Like, these ones are gross. Except Dodge. I'm just kidding.
Oh, Chrysler? No, just kidding. There were some pretty badass Dodges in the 70s and 60s,
Okay, we're not talking about the 70s and 60s, though.
The 90s Dodge truck, I think, changed the game.
Yeah?
Everybody wanted that one, like the 95 or whatever year that was. 93. What time is AEW on tomorrow?
I think it's 6.
Like it's normal?
I think so. I'm pretty sure it's on at its normal time. Well, it says, do you guys like Roman as a heel or a face?
I like him as a heel. I like him right where he's at.
I think he's better off as a bad guy because he made a really poopy good guy.
Everybody booed him anyways.
Weird,
Everybody booed him anyways, so why not just boo him?
Right. Well, I mean, it wasn't like... I don't know how to explain it. He kind of like Drew McIntyre, good guy. Like, boring. Like,
right.
And you never wanted to see him, and it was just like,
well,
blah.
Drew McIntyre wasn't vanilla like that until he became champion.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's like right when he became champion, they ruined his character.
They're like, okay, be nice guy, and it's like, what? And then he tried to be like not really a nice guy and kind of like a dick, but it's just
the EST wrestling right out of the gate.
Yes, Walter's like Jimmy Uso heel now. Aaron says, Travis, who do you think is going to win the briefcase tomorrow? I guess for AEW. Is there a briefcase thing happening?
I haven't looked.
Oh. Fiend Knight says, me and Dylan have our own truck garage. We stack the lift suspension and tires.
Huh. That's actually pretty cool.
Nice.
I bought a a motor today that I'm going to put on a go-kart, but it has a spline type axle shaft instead of just a normal axle shaft, and so I'm not sure if it'll still work or if I have to change the crankcase. I do, or not case, obviously, the crank itself, crankshaft. I'm just wondering if I should just take the other one off that other motor. I think they're the same size.
Right. We have Alita Kelly in the chat. Hey, Alita, how's it going? Walter's like, trivia on commercial. LOL. Yes, trivia commercial.
I forgot this is the fallout from the pay-per-view
Aaron's
for this
like,
brand.
I meant next month, not tomorrow. Oh, good, because I was totally confused. I'm like, what are you talking about?
I just want to know how they're going to fill the other 4 females from SmackDown, since they don't have 4 females from SmackDown, unless they give it to the tag team champions. And I just feel like that's silly. But you know there ain't going to be a female tag team championship match at the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Because they don't have that many girls. I guess they could for some Raw girls. Like Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke or something.
True. Ayla's in the chat. Hey, Ayla!
Ayla's in here.
Hello.
You ready to go partying tomorrow night?
Yeah, you ready for some partying? Party. Talking about partying. Need to go get some wine. I forgot it.
There's some downstairs. Or should be, unless you drink it all. There was a couple bottles down there.
You know me. Big drunk. Should be drinking right now. Go. Just kidding. Jeff Samuel in the chat. Hey, Jeff Samuel.
Jeff. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Hey, Wrestling Gap. Did you hear Karrion Kross is backstage?
I have heard that.
And
Wrestled at, what was that called? What is that? A main event? He wrestled on main event against Sheldon Benjamin. But without his dame. That is Lady Scarlett.
Gab, did you hear Shane is takeover Raw and Bruce's head back to SmackDown?
I have not heard that. That would be interesting. I'm okay with that.
Alita says, will you guys give up on Brock Lesnar? No. Never.
Oh,
Never.
I'm fine with Brock. I like Brock.
Never give up. Never.
It's part of my childhood. I grew up watching him. I don't think he started wrestling until I was in college.
You're like our truth. He was my hero.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I was saying it. That's what makes it funnier.
It was like, are you guys coming on Sunday?
Yeah.
Well, I'll be there. There's probably no we, but yeah.
Did you already ask her what he needs or anything? Or did you just get him whatever you wanted? Or
I haven't gotten him anything.
Oh, last minute shopper.
Not even. I probably won't get him a damn thing. He's probably going to have so many stuff. And with them not having their own place, it's kind of, I kind of don't want to get him
Get him an insurance policy.
Get him an insurance policy. Here's an insurance policy for a child.
We'll pay the first year.
Venus says we got 9 mud trucks ready for Mudfest for 4th of July. Nice.
Oh, that's pretty cool. You should send pictures and put them on Insta.
So she's like ding-donging the witch is dead. So she's trying to say that Bailey's dead.
So it's a mixed tag team match later on tonight.
Who's Bianca's?
Probably Cesaro.
Would be hers?
I would assume. I mean, I guess it could be Ford, but that doesn't make sense since he has stuff going on with Otis.
Okay, so it's so creepy because, right, so he's wearing a jacket, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
that's
and
sweating.
then he's all wet, so it makes it look like he's just sweating all gross like all over the place.
It probably is sweat.
It's gross. We have Maj Raju in the chat. Hey Maj says, hey Wrestling Gap.
Hey,
interesting storyline. Is Jimmy jealous of Jay because Jay got the spotlight by Roman and Jimmy is not very good? Interesting storyline. Maybe?
Yeah, we'll see how this plays out. I kind of like what they're doing on SmackDown.
Yeah.
I really do. I mean, every week it's interesting. But you know it's going to be all about Roman.
Right? Phoenix says, Ayla, I'm doing spicy smoked pulled pork machos. Nice. Walter's like, party, can I come Sunday? Yes, Walter, come to the party. Come on. Everybody's welcome. Just having
Jump
Cake
on
and
a
ice
jet
cream.
airplane.
The party I was talking about is something else. Just making sure she's ready. She's got her paint and stuff on.
That's tomorrow night.
Ayla's like, the looks on your face said no. Well, you know. I'm sure I'll have to deal with, wonderful people.
Oh, Sunday?
Yes.
Yeah.
Maj says, I will never forget about Brock. He's back, Gav. I think WWE is smart. This can be a thing. Like, I see people doing rumors, but let's do this like WrestleMania. Let's make the people talk. Spread them. Spread the rumors. Waleed says, are you guys looking forward to going to a wrestling event when they go back on tour?
Get them back on the road.
Who wouldn't be?
I won't be able to sit in front of a screen with my earphone on.
Right.
Like that kid right there.
Well, that was free.
They could have paid for this. People would have paid. I would have paid. I'd pay $5, $10 or something.
Yeah.
To be on Thunderdome.
Right.
As long as I can't get kicked off unless I was just being dumb.
Right. Exactly. It says, right on, bud. Sounds good. Walter's like, Seth Rollins, boo. Fee Knight says, Alita, I love when you call me either name. Alita's like, can I call you Steve? Fee Knight's like, laughing at Ayla.
Steve.
Alita's like, kissy faces. Ayla's like, yes, Walter, come over Sunday. It's a 3-year-old's birthday. Alita says, oh, fun. Walter's like, are you going live for AEW Saturday?
Yeah, I'm planning on it.
Fee Knight says, Ayla, should I bring my trailer smoker for the party? Well, it says, what happened to the other guy?
From the pay-per-view. Oh, King Dwayne. He will be here tomorrow night. Probably the last time he's on for a while, but should be pretty fun. Unless she's planning on missing more days.
I mean, he did such a good job.
You don't even watch the show.
Ayla's like, sure, if you can. Walter's like, oh, Ayla, oops, LOL. Alita's like, I'm ready. Yes, I'm ready. Thomas says, hey, guys, sorry I'm late. What's happened so far?
Nothing.
Talking.
A little bit of talking from Roman, and now we've got Bianca and Bailey in the ring.
Talkie. Phoenix like, I got you, Ayla. Right?
They're like, we can't move on from this feud because there's nobody else in the company.
Not one other human being as a female.
Like, how do you get hit by that? And then in the shoulder.
I don't know. It's weird. Well,
She
like,
came-
I go to my nieces and nephews.
Oh, shit! One punch knocked Bianca right on her ass.
Oh, that's sad. Ayla's giving the thumbs up. Fiend's like, it's about to be a mixed match. Fight, Walter says. Yeah, rip off their clothes. Where's the mud? I need some Jell-O. It's Cesaro. He's there to
Cesaro
beat
is
Seth's
there.
Butthole.
Oh, ducked it. All right, looks like we're going to have this match right after the break.
Ooh.
Maybe.
There it is. Oh.
If they go to break.
Ooh, Bailey was like, I'll get you
Damn.
outside.
Her hair's flying all
And
over
she's
the
like,
place.
wait a minute. Like, you're not supposed to be in here. You. This is all your fault. You ruined everything. As Ayla says, fun, I hate them. But it's my kids, so I have to go. Yeah, it sucks, huh? Now you know what happens when you have children.
You have to attend their birthdays and graduations and weddings and all sorts of weird shit. Take them to soccer practice.
Forget them at school. No, I'm just kidding. Forget to pick them up from soccer practice. All right, here is a trivia question. Everybody should get this one who watches wrestling. All right, which 3 WWE superstars comprised 3MB, or better known as 3-man band? Alita's like baby oil. I guess that might be okay to wrestle in. Fina says, Ayla, I have no kids, but my friend's son loves me. He's 6. Sweet.
KY
Feels
Jelly.
like nice. I have 2 demons kids. They're all right.
I'll be
Spawn.
like
Spawn.
Joseph Blue Plowski. I'll just die. Some college girls will whip out their boobies and I'll just die. Keel over. He's just like, oh, Blue. Damn it, he's old. That's what old people do. They die.
Luke's in the chat. Hey, Luke. He says, I come into the stream as Duluth is yelling, get the mud, take off your clothes, get the cake. What in the blue hell did I just enter?
Just a good old wrestling gab program.
It was wrestling. They were wrestling. It was women wrestling.
It was a couple women going after each
Walter
other.
And Walter was like, fight, fight. And I was like, yeah, fight. Get the mud. Take off your clothes. Isn't that what's supposed to happen when girls fight? Right?
In high school, when the girls would fight, they would basically rip each other's clothes off.
See? I mean, that's normal.
Like you're guaranteed a booby shot. That's the only reason guys sat around and watched the fights anyway. Like, I wonder which one's boobies are going to come out. Oh, both of them. Okay, break it up. Phoenix. We got to see enough boobies.
Right, Phoenix, like, can football hurry up quicker already?
Well,
sure.
You want fall to be here already?
Well,
do you not
if
like
it was
the heat?
cooler weather, I'd be okay with that, but Ayla's like, did you lose something? Your toothpick,
My toothpick
in your face?
fell right here.
Oh.
And I thought it might have went down my shirt. Tried to be a pervert.
Ew, perv. So gross.
It's supposed to be 104 here on Wednesday and Thursday next week. I'm kind of not looking forward to that.
It is like, hey, Luke, you little bitch, what's up? Then it's like, Farmer Luke, it's about time you got here. Jason Michaels in the chat. Hey, Jason Michaels says,
Jason.
Hey, Wrestling Gab. Do you think WWE is keep their Brock rumors not breakable since Brock don't break character? LOL. But it's interesting. Cena's facing Roman. Brock can destroy both, or Lashley versus who?
Exactly. And, Brock may be fighting
oh, broccoli.
Roman also, which would be the match that I would like to see. I would be okay with it if they kept Bobby champion, though, until Mania, and then had that match at Mania or something. And wait to bring Brock back 6 more months, whatever it is, 7, 8 months.
Right. The answer to that trivia question was Drew McIntyre, Jinder Mahal, and Heath Slater.
3-man band.
3-man band. Thomas says, thoughts on the releases? And we're back from commercial.
Killian Dane really surprised me. I was...
And Breezango. Because that was really weird, because they were tag champions
Yeah, they went
for a while.
I mean, they literally were like... Yeah. They were a sinking ship.
So weird, though. But they were tag champions. And then they were just like, nah, get rid of them.
I feel like Fandango was the hottest thing in wrestling for at least a year. When he'd come out... Right? Everybody would get into it. The whole crowd would do it.
Right.
And you don't have anybody that does that kind of stuff now.
Mm-hmm. Maybe they stopped doing that kind of stuff because they don't have crowds.
Right.
So maybe when the crowds come back, they'll start doing stuff like that so they can integrate the crowds more. Because, they kind of have started doing that a little bit when they come out, right? They've been like, doing this stuff and everything. Kind of getting amped up for having crowds.
Cesaro's out here. Let's hear the cheering. Let's hear the cheering for Cesaro. Okay. Thunderdome, sorry.
Looks like a little bitch. Woman, I will end you for attacking me unprovoked. LOL. Lydia says, not ready for a cold, just like football. Go Georgia Bulldogs.
Go Dogs.
Walter says, Cesaro and Belair for the win. And Ayla says it wasn't unprovoked. And Fiend Knight says, Ayla's Mexican, like it's her instinct. Yes. She's like, here, hold my baby. And then goes after anybody. It doesn't matter who it is. And if they have cake, it's worse. So, and Luke likes to make a lot of cake. So, I would imagine that
lots of baby holding.
Very provoking. S.C. Williams says, hey, Wrestling Gab, can Keith Lee show up tonight or Monday? He's not come back because of copyright name Keith Lee.
I have no idea why he's not out there. I haven't read anything about it, but I do know that he just kind of disappeared. I thought it was injury, why he was gone, and we're just kind of waiting for him to show back up.
I wouldn't mind. It's kind of a weird thing, though, if that was the case, right? Like, wonder if their, questioning mark is correct. Wonder if that is why. Will he have to come back as rebranded into something else because he can't use Keith Lee?
Maybe something like Nikki Cross, where he'd wear like a blindfold,
like
or whatever, like a Zorro mask,
right? So nobody knows who he is,
and nobody would know who he was for like the longest time.
Like, especially Alexa Bliss, because, she doesn't know who they are. Ayla says, day walking Mexican, non-passing, white. I'm white. White. I'm white. Looks like, well, I didn't provoke it, so it was unprovoked. Phoenix laughing. Ayla's like, oh, well, I felt attacked. Essie's like, oh, Wrestling Gab. Thomas says, Fandango, it was a craze ever since he beat Jericho at WrestleMania.
Yeah, well, right? That was a long time ago, too. I really did like him, though. I had a lot of fun watching Fandango. And what was it? Summer Rae. Remember Summer Rae?
Yes.
That was supposed to be Eva Marie's role?
That's right.
That was on that first Total Divas or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, yeah, I can dance. And she thought she could just fake it.
Yeah. And she had no idea how to really dance.
And like the day of.
Yeah.
They go out there and she had no idea. And they're like, you got to be you lied to us?
Why would you
Like,
do
she
that?
almost lost her job. Good thing that Summer Rae actually did know how to dance and took her spot like that.
Right.
I mean, it would have been better if Eva Marie, but Summer Rae looked good. I mean, she was fine.
So we have Cesaro and Seth Rollins out there, and Cesaro showing his strength, and Seth Rollins showing his agility to get out of those strength holds. Okay. Ooh,
couple good athletes right here.
Of his jumpy flippies. Oh,
they both
Cesaro
can do it. Oh, there's a tag! Well, Seth went shooting outside after him, flew over the top, landed all the way out on the floor.
Cesaro really helped
them. The kip up, and then a single-legged drop kick. 2 kip ups. She should whip her with her hair.
Well, the last time she tried to do anything with her hair, I think Bayley grabbed it and then tied her around the chair.
Backbreaker. Oh, an inverted backbreaker right into the gut. Oh, a standing moonsault. 1, 2.
Walter's like, good SmackDown tonight, right?
It's looking really good right out of the gate.
Plates of stuffed, spicy, smoked pulled pork nachos with homemade coleslaw on top. I made those. Is it nachos or tachos? Because P-Cola
we have been using tachos quite a bit lately because of him.
Yeah, so P-Cola made pulled pork tachos one day in our chat, and I was like, that sounds amazing. So I made them.
And then we had tachos, period.
And
later.
then I made nachos with tachos with regular taco meat too, and they were really good also.
Yeah, there's nothing you can go wrong with tater tots.
Tater tots with meat on them. Delicious things.
Some hot sauce, some cheese, whatever else you're into.
And I did make homemade coleslaw for Travis because he likes that kind of stuff. I personally don't eat it.
I like slaws.
I find it gross. All right,
Whole and all other slaws, if there is another slaw.
Here's a trivia question for you. What was the name of the first ever licensed WWE home video game? And Ravi's in our chat. Hey, Ravi.
Thanks for joining us.
I was like, Dee, sort me out with some food, please. Sort you out?
Sort him out. That means send him some food. Feed him.
I have no food to send you. That is all Fiend Night. He is the one making spicy smoked pulled pork. But if I remember right, maybe you don't eat pork. Luke says, potachos are the best, period. A nacho salad, but with homemade circle cut potatoes instead of nachos.
I'd eat that.
All right, the trivia question was, what was the name of the first ever licensed WWE home video game?
I want to know, after asking that question, what was the first game that wasn't licensed? Because that says first licensed. Was there one that was, maybe forfeited up or whatever it's called, counterfeited?
It wasn't really a thing. I don't know.
Like on the Atari.
Robbie says, I do like pork, but lamb is my fave. Right. Yeah.
You like lamb, huh?
Not surprising.
I had some, but it was overcooked, I think.
I think so, too.
Like, it was just cooked all the way through to the bottom.
But it's kind of like pork, so I'm not sure, how you would. It was like, I'm eating a buttermilk pie from a southern restaurant from Meadow Falls. Tastes like coconut.
Sounds disgusting.
Buttermilk pie.
Buttermilk pie.
That's gross. It sounds gross.
Hey, look, title fight
Although
on
I
Fox.
like coconut, and if it tastes like coconut, I'd probably try it. That's kind of like the oatmeal pie from Butterburst. Have you ever had the oatmeal pie? It tastes just like pecan pie. Or pecan pie, or however you say it.
Oh, that's Sunday.
Sunday. No.
Yeah.
This Sunday?
This Sunday.
What the fuck? Why are they
It's
having
a
boxing
championship
on Sunday?
fight, too. I don't know.
Jerks.
Maybe they watched the Logan Paul Mayweather thing and it worked. So they're like, hey, let's go this route.
All right, I don't know if you answered the trivia question, but the answer to the trivia question was WrestleMania.
I know it was.
WrestleMania was the name of the game. Speed Knight says, save us some. Eric Travis is in the chat. I like that commercial break wrestling gab. High drama, low action. The high drama used to be high spot, but it was quite interesting. The drama was Bianca, arm injured.
Yeah, right.
Right, it's like, D, is SmackDown any good?
It is. Oh, I'm not D. Whatever. It's best show on TV. So close to getting that
Alita's
tag.
like lamb, yummy. Phoenix like lamb is good too. Thomas says steak is way better.
Well, of course it is. It's cow.
Cow is yummy. Phoenix like roasted leg lamb is so juicy. I think if you cook it right, it probably is, but I'd never cooked it before, so. Walter's like Fast and Furious 9 came out today. Oh, that's why there weren't very many people around. And people were driving like retards. Just kidding. Luke says Micro League Wrestling was first WWE game released on Atari and Commodore. I don't know if it was licensed. I actually owned it at one time. Nice.
I probably did too. I'm pretty sure I owned almost every Atari game ever. My mom had them. And like I just had boxes of games. I played like 2 games. Played Asteroid. Was basically my go-to. We had like 3 Ataris. We had one on every TV in the house.
Nice.
Literally, I had a black and white TV in my bedroom when I was like 6.
Right.
And I played Atari on it.
Nice.
My
I
grandpa had all the
TV
It didn't even have a
when I was like 6.
coaxial. It had the 2 screws, and you'd put the thing on it and tighten those.
Oh, he's throwing him around
already.
Damn.
Do you know what I'm talking about? You ever have that type of TV? They didn't even have the coaxial. It just had the 2 screws.
Yes.
And you had to screw it in.
Yeah, they were like little, they look like, those things.
Yeah, and then it had the coax on the bottom of it. Mm-hmm. Oh, big European uppercut. Corkscrew.
Eric Travis says, scared, he says, Racing Up, do you think AEW needs to do the high drama, low action, like if MJF punched a commentary and then it goes a commercial break to see what happened, like when MJF punched Dean Malenko? Got me scared, but that should have been the main event, my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea. Rob is like, any good matchups?
It's last Friday.
It's,
So far, right now, we have a pretty good match.
The only match that's happening right now that I know of, and I don't know if there's anything happening later. I don't know what's going on here.
Roman is going to address the crowd.
It's the mix-up match of Bailey and Seth against Cesaro and Bianca, as right now. It looks like it sounds gross. Honestly, I thought it'd be savory, not sweet. Yeah, like buttermilk, because buttermilk is sour.
Like a pancake?
So you'd think it would be kind of like savory, but I guess I could make it sweet. I don't know, it sounds weird.
Seth just reached back to tag her and basically slapped her across the face.
That's awesome.
That was fantastic. He didn't mean to. You could tell.
He's like, shit. Ooh, almost got her.
Oh, I thought she had her right there.
Oh.
Look at this spine buster. Got her in the old sex move there. I don't know what you call that one.
I don't know.
I know Lana won a match like that, and Rusev said, I taught her that.
Of course he did.
He said it in his tweet.
Right?
Oh!
Oh, he fell into him. Oh.
Bianca's down. She hurt.
Oh,
big
I don't
knee.
know, but she got a knee.
She gonna... What is she doing here? Oh! Is that it?
Maybe.
1, 2, and 3. Bailey just pinned the champion. Bailey just pinned the champion.
Because Seth ran into Bianca
That was
his
like
way to the other side.
That was like 3 minutes ago.
4 minutes ago.
She did 4 moves after that and then pinned her.
Alita's like, okay, I'll rent it. Let's see if Phoenix says Fast 9 is supposed to be the biggest Fast and Furious movie.
Yeah, I'm sure they keep spending more and more money, and it's got John Cena. He's a huge draw.
They're only doing a couple more or something, though.
They're still doing more? What are they trying to prove or do?
No, they're trying to end the series. Like,
well, Dom
Vin
has
Diesel,
to die.
Is that the one in it?
Yeah.
So, Vin Diesel is like, he's like, it needs to end. Like, the series, it needs to, like, wind down and be done. He's like, Thomas says ostrich is also good. I've heard that. Never tried it.
Because I'm fly like a fucking ostrich.
Yeah.
I've heard that
Well,
song
like,
before.
did you see what happened in Florida? Was there a tsunami?
Was it an ostrich?
Was it an ostrich gone cray-cray? Did he go wild? Did he, like, attack people?
The new king.
So, I just think it's weird that they didn't have a whole, like, thing for
Like a tournament?
Yeah.
Like, they didn't do a King of the Ring tournament. They just gave it to Nakamura.
Yeah.
Because he won one match.
Yeah.
Oh, look how filthy I am.
You're gross.
Not gross.
Are you sure, or is it you're just tanned? Or is it dirt?
Tans don't rub off.
You're just a pig. Ew. Don't you know what soap is?
I do. I wash my hands to here. I go like this. And I had my watch on, so I didn't take it off. I should have.
Like, yes, that was crazy. It was like, yes, Walter. And Phoenix like, I think Atari had Sonic too. And Thomas says, speaking of Atari, you ever play Sly Spy?
No.
No, I don't know.
Maybe I might have.
Phoenix like, yes, we did, Walter. Phoenix says, does Carl Jr. have buttermilk chicken sandwich?
Maybe.
Possibly. I don't know. I don't really eat like breakfast chicken sandwiches. I think it's weird. Alita says, I'm thinking it was insurance collapse. Ooh, something happened.
In Florida?
I guess.
An insurance collapse?
Supposedly. Randy Sam is in the chat. Hey, Randy says, good match. With a
it
fire
is.
Emoji.
I loved it.
It was a good match.
I didn't
Walter
mind it
says
at all.
Bailey and Seth Rollins won. Boo! Boo! It's like a coconut cream pie, but not like that at all. Haha, it's not airy, it's dense. Yeah, dense pie. I'm sure it's delicious. If it tastes like coconut. I like coconut. So.
I'm a little dense and hairy.
Not surprising.
Little
You're like a
airheady.
Neanderthal, so it's fine. Randy Sam was like, wow, Phoenix like the Laugh Squad won. Yes, they did. Vindicator is in the chat saying acknowledge me. Ew. Gross.
You have to acknowledge him.
Ew. No. Now everybody is like, hey, Vin. Hi, Vin. Sup, Vin. Hi, Vin. And then JVD's in the chat. Hey, JVD. How's it going, man? How's it going with your South African pith? Hey, what's up, everyone? Walter J. Travis, how's your finger doing? He didn't lose it.
It's fine.
His finger's still there. How's your fingernail?
Everything looks fine. I've cut it back a few times.
Yeah, it'll grow out and die a little bit as time goes, but it should be fine.
Yeah, it's good. I can tap the tip of it now.
Without hurting himself.
It's a little sensitive on the tip, but
ew.
Not too bad.
Gross. Walter's
Don't be a pervert.
That's what she said.
Sickoid.
Tyson Fury is in the chat. Hey, Tyson Fury.
Oh, Fury's in here.
Says, hey, I'll just finish my training for a Wilder fight. Are you
coming
done?
up.
You're
It's
done?
coming up soon.
You're not going to train anymore?
The 24th.
Just make sure you have people carry you into the match. Have somebody carry your belt so it's not too heavy.
How are you going to come out? What's your entrance going to be?
Ayla
You going to be on a throne like Shinsuke Nakamura again?
Right.
Because he's the Gypsy King.
Ayla says a condo fell down and a lot of people inside. Did they die?
Oh, that's too bad.
Did a lot of people die from
Why
it?
was there so many people in one condo?
And why were they inside?
Or was it a complex?
Florida. Shouldn't they be outside?
Was it a sinkhole? What happened?
Alita thinks it's insurance.
What's this all about?
A panel, probably? Oh, they're
So
just
nothing.
showing it and all this stuff. They're like, look at this. This is happening. It's like, no, it's not. Oh, I forgot to ask a trivia question. My bad. I'm just like,
Smack. You get tagged in like Bailey.
Oh, totally. Thomas says, I remember playing Batman in Live and Live and Let Die on the Atari.
So many good games on the Atari. You know, you can just get a joystick that has like every Atari game on it.
Right? Yeah.
And you just play with a joystick on the TV.
Then here says, thanks to Letha, Ayla, Lita Fiend. Hey to all you all. And hey Travis, are you a fan of pistachio nuts?
Pistachio.
He likes pistachios.
Yeah.
Smashmio. Alita says, a high-rise complex collapsed yesterday with 99 people still missing.
Oh, shit.
I was hoping they found some people. That many.
99 missing? It's like 9/11. How many people were missing from 9/11? Isn't there 100 or something still that don't know?
I can't remember what the number is. Tyson Fury says Seth Rollins is a big dozer. So, Jimmy was outside of Roman Reigns' place, and Paul Heyman came out and got scared.
Now he's got a match.
What's going to happen if he doesn't win?
Well, you know he's not going to win.
What's going to happen if he don't win?
He walked away. Nothing.
I guess nothing. That's weird, right? It was like, Travis loves nuts. Yeah, he does.
He's like a squirrel.
Right. That's what it is. Sure.
You know how you catch a squirrel? Make it sound like a nut.
Walter's like, hey, Tyson, Fury MMA is a good sport.
Here we go.
B-Night says, Alita, it's a sad, tragic. JVD says, it's complicated, but is what it is. Oh my God, dude. Run away. Like, what are you still doing? Run far away. Indicator's like, Ayla, you so dirty, ha. B-Night's like, Ayla, what's wrong with the hottest nut? Tyson Fury says, for the night. You're done training for the night. Okay, that makes more sense. Alita says, yes, it is just happened to be the building inspection. No sinkhole.
So a building just fell down because...
It's in Florida, and that's what happens in Florida. This building just falls. It's like, you know what? Fuck this crap. I don't really want to be a building anymore. You know what I want to be? I want to be fucking rubble. That's what I want to be. I'm going to be rubble when I grow up, and that's what happened.
And go.
And ready?
That is disgustingly gross. I mean, how can you build a building that's going to fall down?
I don't know. It's really weird.
You ever try to push a building down? They won't fall.
No, they won't.
And this one just did it on its
own.
own.
It's just like, I'm done. I'm done with this. I don't want to hold myself up anymore.
Look at the crown's on a little spinny.
It is on a spinny. Walter's like, Jimmy Uso, okay. Ayla says, I don't know what that means. I don't know either. Tyson Fury says, no, I'm going to be on wires and got my gloves loaded. I am ready. What? No, we don't load gloves. No, you don't seem like that type of person.
No, Fury doesn't cheat.
He's not a cheater. That's just not right. V-Knight says some people says a bomb was set around the back area by the condo.
Oh.
Did they hear a ginormous boom before it went down or something?
Oh, you would hear a boom if it broke or not.
True.
Like whatever's holding the building up is
Would
gonna
snap.
pop. Yeah.
But it's not gonna sound like a bomb.
It might. It'd crackle.
Vindicator says, Tyson, nobody thinks you are the actual fighter. Just saying, buddy. Save yourself the trouble. V-Knight says, Ayla, it's a flaming hot nuts that you buy on Amazon. Walter says, oh, new king.
Look at he's wearing white.
A while ago.
He usually wears red or blue.
Last week to become the new king.
I like his new outfit.
I think it's weird. So does that mean they're like firing Corbin or something? It's just...
Everybody's getting fired. Why not? Fire them all.
Jason Fury says, Vin, you're a big dozer. I am the Gypsy King, right? Vindicator says, sure, tight. You must be broke to be spending your time in a chat stream instead of a hot tub full of women. I think he's married and has like 8,000 children. Walter says, Nakamura, the king. Yes. Jason Fury's like, MMA is full of feather-fisted losers. I beat Braun Strowman. You did in wrestling. Ayla's like, I thought Cher was the Gypsy King. only in some areas. Tyson's like, I do cheat. Just watch all my fights.
I do watch her fights. I watched the last Wilder fight.
Yeah.
No cheating in that one.
V-Nate's like, Travis, you should buy the Death Nut Challenge. They're very, very, very hot.
It sounds very weird. The death nut.
It's like that one chip challenge thing or whatever where it's like excessively hot. Oh my god. Oh, poor Michael Cole.
Michael Cole's next to a college frat party.
Right? Only he's using water bottles.
He's like that show
beer.
Neighbors.
He's like that guy. You're just like, ugh.
He's the Seth Rogen character. The other one's, what's his name? I can't even think of that kid's name. His brother's famous.
Franco?
Mm-hmm. Isn't that who it is?
Yeah.
James Franco, his brother.
Yeah.
21 Jump Street kid.
Mm-hmm, I think so. Corbin is giving his statement as to how he feels about losing his crown. Toasty Marshmallow really wants to know.
When you're a loser like that, you can't keep going forward because you're a loser.
Is he gonna cry?
What's the point? He just walked away.
He's all
now he's
depressed.
Just Corbin. I wonder if he'll be Baron Corbin again or if he'll just be Corbin. He should join him and become like Jester Corbin. Yeah. Or Prince Corbin or something.
Alita says, still sag in his pants, no ass. Alita says, I'll do it. And Phoenix like, yes. Tyson Fury, okay, I am not Tyson Fury. I am Jeremy Corbin. Check me out. Ayla says, no, Tyson, how is the fight life? Super duper cool.
Got to fight in 4 weeks.
So, Sonya Deville looks like Men in Black tonight. That's hilarious. So Thomas is like, Baron Corbin, the Prince of Darkness? Boo.
Yes.
He does have an address.
Oh, Seth wants it. Seth challenging Roman. Wow.
I can sit here and list off all my accolades.
Well, he doesn't need to list off of them.
Ian Glazer's in the chat. Hey, Ian.
Hey, Ian. So who's all watched The Devil Made Me Do It? What's it called? Conjuring 3? Mm-hmm. The Devil Made Me Do It. Who's seen it? I've seen it twice now.
Ian's like, I'm watching SmackDown at my dad's house today. Sweet. Yeah.
Hanging out
Kier
with Pops.
in the chat. Hey, Kier.
Look at those
hello.
chains.
Hello.
Holding those briefcases up.
I think they're not real. It's probably plastic.
I just didn't want those briefcases to fall
on somebody's face.
Here comes Big E. What do you guys think of Big E joining back up with the New Day on Raw?
Possibly, during the drafting. That's the rumor going around. He's going to be drafted back over to, whatchamacallit, Raw with the New Day. But they're going to still push him as the singles wrestler.
Right.
Not Kofi or Xavier.
So he would be the next champion for Bobby if Bobby doesn't lose it at SummerSlam.
Right. Lita says, me and Alita's watched it 3 times. Kiera says, hello. Lita says, hi, Kiera. Kiera says, WWE is fake. Is it?
Just ruined it for me.
Really?
Wait, what do you consider fake?
Because have you seen that meme? How is that fake? Like, there's no way that that's fake. Santino and his snake. And then there's 2 snake charmers.
Right.
And he literally goes over
Jinder Mahal
to one side, and then he has to go over to the other side.
Because they're calling him with the flutes. How do you fake that?
Yeah. Like, I mean, what? No. No. No.
But I don't know if I've ever seen a movie that wasn't fake. So if you don't like movies, then you won't like WWE.
Yeah.
And that's a true fact. Because movies are fake. They're just actors doing stupid shit.
JVD says, I don't know, I'm not interested in Kofi versus Lashley. I'm not.
It's
I'm
fine.
not interested
I don't
in
mind.
it.
I don't care. They got to do something. They can't just have the same matches over and over. You guys want Randy Orton to wrestle him again?
No.
Actually, has Randy Orton? I don't think Randy has wrestled him, has he?
No.
No, they haven't done that one yet. I guess they could put Randy back in the title picture. Why not?
It was like WWE. Alita's like, block it. Kira's like, if I win in 2024, I'll ban WWE in the UK.
You running for president?
Are you running for prime minister in the UK or something?
Or whatever it is, yeah.
Vindicator's like, I still don't understand why Sonya and Adam are GM for both Raw and SmackDown.
It's because they're not on the road yet. I bet you anything, by the time they go back on the road, they'll split those.
They'll have to, right? But did you notice that Sonya Deville looks like Men in Black tonight? So is she searching for aliens? I mean, is Will Smith somewhere?
He could be.
I just want to make sure. Did she join up with the FBI's weird aliens?
I don't know
people?
if that's FBI. That's like a total other. It's just MIB.
The government people. Pico's in the chat. Hey, Picola.
Hey.
Hey, peeps. How's it going, man? How's your Friday night going? Kira says, yes, with the Labor Party. That sounds stupid. The Labor Party. Nobody wants to do that. Everybody wants shit for free. What are you talking about? Alita's like, hey, Piccola. Piccola's like, can you guys dance the MIB bounce with me? Ask Sonya Deville, because she looks like she's part of it.
That's minute.
Thomas says, Plaid, Simru, and Blythe. Ugh. That sounds gross. Ew,
Is that a food?
It. Barf. Oh, here's a trivia question for I almost forgot again. Andre the Giant won the WWE World Tag Team Championship in 1989 with which fellow Heenan family member?
Damn. I don't remember.
JVD is like, WWE is fake? You mean to tell me Andre the Giant is still alive? I know, right? Bastard. And as Luke says, we get it, Ian. We know you love AEW and hate every other wrestling company, right? Jeez. Trivia question is, Andre the Giant won the WWE World Tag Team Championship in 1989 with which fellow Heenan family member? Let's see. Vindicator says last Men in Black movie did have a female member, which makes the name of the organization sound dumb, just like X-Men.
It's fine. Men just means people.
Yeah, I don't know why you're so upset about it. What are you, a fucking feminist? Jesus, Vindicator.
They say mankind. They don't say people kind. It's just a word. It just points at something.
Right, Ayla? Totally. Yes, the quotes. That's awesome. Piccolo says Andre has so many great stories. And as Luke says, no politics in chat, please. Right? Ayla's like, dirty dir. Robbie's like, D with the hard question that even Google can't answer. Ooh. Piccolo's like, yo, let me speak on this. JVD. Right? As JVD said, what up? And as Luke says, please stop politics talk. Yeah, I really don't want to talk about politics. Ugh. Like, seriously. Keep it in your pants, guys.
What kind of politics?
As Vindicator says, I say humankind. Ooh, really? So you say human?
Ew.
But you don't say mankind? Ew, what's wrong with you?
It's you people.
You people?
What do you mean, you people?
What do you mean, you people? What do you mean, humankind?
Apollo Crews. Hey, Apollo Crews, Big E. This should be fantastic.
Oh, yes, because we've never seen it before.
Have we seen this
Like,
before?
ever. We've never seen him try to go after that title 500 times. Never. Ever. With Apollo Crews. When Apollo Crews was going after him until it became whatever he is now. His weird Nigerian accent thing on his stuff. That's part of his little thing on the side, by the way. His resume. That was part of it. Nigerian accent. No fucking shit. It's on the thing.
Write that on my job applications.
Job application. Can speak English. Some. American type accent. The answer to that trivia question was Haku. If you said Haku, you got it right. Good job, everybody.
Haku is a crazy bastard.
It was like, fine, Vindicators like mankind will always be the best version of Mick Foley to me. Luke says, Ayla, is someone bullying you? Everybody bullies Ayla. Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. Reverse that. Ayla always bullies other people. Just kidding. Kara says, Apollo versus Austin, who would win?
Who?
Austin. Like,
who was the first guy?
Apollo.
Versus Steve Austin.
Austin. I guess that's the Austin he's talking about.
Is it because they're both bald? Where'd that question even come from?
Walter's like, Biggie for the win. Robbie says, D, you're made Apollo in action. I know, it's so amazing. Woo. It was like, no, I'm bullying. Was that not clear? Feed Knight's like, hey. JVD's laughing. It was smiling. Thomas says, I spoke Welsh. Byth means for good. Oh, I don't know Welsh. I'm so sorry. Luke says, oh, well, then, Ayla, carry on.
I didn't know Walsh had it, or Walsh?
Welsh.
Welsh had its own language.
It does. Walter says Luke is doing a good job. Yes, he is, Walter. Alita says, Fiend, you didn't look for me on Instagram. Fiend Knight like, Ayla, I think a bulldog would bully you away out the house. Walter's like, yes, I got it. Robbie says, D, Apollo's accent is as real as your American accent.
True.
So you're saying that my accent is fake?
What?
I have a fake American accent? How dare you? I am from America, thank you very much.
It's very insulting.
I was born here! Are you sure it's not my fake English accent? Do you want me to pull that out of my hat today?
Oh, Martinez.
Oh, some tan crumpets. Oh, look at these two men brawling in the middle of a ring.
The other one rolled on top of him. I can't do it. It'll turn slowly Australian and then it'll evolve into English.
JV just says, y'all watching AEW tonight?
Not
AEW
tonight.
is not on tonight because
Tomorrow
it is
night.
on Saturday this week. So we will be out of here after SmackDown, but Travis will definitely see you tomorrow
I will
on
be here.
AEW with his new buddy. Our stand-in for this couple times. And then we'll be back, of course, on Monday for Raw. And then AEW will be back to Wednesdays starting next Wednesday.
Yes, the 30th. The last day of this month.
Yes.
June's over, guys.
And Luke says, okay, back to work I go. No, Luke, no! Don't go away! Come back! No! No! Okay. Alright, let's see. Here is a trivia question for you. Who won the first ever mixed tag team match on a WrestleMania?
We don't even know who wrestled, so therefore we don't know.
Baby, you shine. Kier says Haku versus Gilbert at next year's WrestleMania.
Oh, Lord.
Are they dead? They're coming back.
Gilbert's not, but...
Oh. It says, what, Fiend? Are you saying I'm afraid of a bulldog? Vindicators like Apollo Crews versus Austin Theory would be a good match. If that's what you mean, Austin Theory, I guess. Maybe. Piccolo's like AEW is tomorrow night. Yes, it is. V-Knight says, yes, Ayla, but only if they get very big. Elise says Apollo. V-Knight says, Luke, you keep those cows in the fence. Kara says, Welsh Gaelic is one of the oldest languages in the UK. Yes. Thank you. I love having some history, interesting information for Travis. Ayla says, you can find Alita on Wrestling Gab's Insta. I'm totally not promoting. Follow Wrestling Gab. Yay, Wrestling Gab! Promote us. Follow us on Instagram. V-Knight says, yes, ma'am, Ayla.
Find 60
Vindicator
more
says,
people
so
to...
Duluth is American by way of Britain with a little hint of Scotland and a dash of Finland, and I've run out of lands now. Somewhere around there, right? Alita's like, Ayla, he's not Forrest. Robbie says, D, if they ever do a remake of Oliver Twist and Mary Poppins, they should defo cast you for your real English accent. Oh, yeah. Yeah. make fun of it with the best of them. B-Night says, Ayla, do you prefer steak burger or turkey burger? It was like, who's Forrest? I don't know. Piccolo says, I think Savage and Sensational Sherry. Interesting. Ayla's like tofu. She prefers tofu burgers.
That's a actually good answer right there. I like that answer.
Piccolo's answer?
Because of the question you asked, the first mixed match.
Yes, that's Walter says Ronda Rousey and The Rock. That's what he's guessing. But
Since
Piccolo's
they never...
like, turkey burgers can be dry as fuck. Alita's like, for real? Phoenix's like, really, Ayla? And Ayla's like, totally. And Ayla is lying. She does not prefer tofu burgers. She's such a liar face.
I don't even know what that is.
Soybeans smushed up into a burger?
Why don't you just
Tofu?
eat a can of beans?
It's not the same.
Oh, my bad.
It's not the same. Tofu is soy. But it's like bean curd, whatever. Soybean curd. It's kind of weird. It's like very spongy. It's creepy texture.
I'll have to try it. Sounds good.
It's like gross looking and wet and weird. Anyways, the answer to that was Dusty Rhodes and a stripper named Sapphire. Just kidding. It was just Dusty Rhodes and Sapphire.
Have you ever seen Sapphire? Far from a stripper.
No, but her name is Sapphire, so it just sounded funny. And no, I haven't, nor do I care to. Oh, I was like,
Sapphire.
That was an autocorrect.
She came with the polka dots on.
Here says Apollo versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. Piccolo's like, Boca burgers are nom nom though. I'll pass on anything that's overly processed to make it look or seem like meat. No, thank you. If it's supposed to be a vegetable, it should be a vegetable. Walter's like, Forrest Gump, Ayla, LOL. V-Night's like, I like bison burgers too. Bison burgers are really good. That's funny. Maybe she was a stripper. There's that one lady who's a stripper on that show. My kid or my son or my kid, whatever that was. That's fine. I don't want to look at any more pictures.
Just show you the Sapphires.
I saw the first one.
You need to see 12 pictures.
No, I do not. But it was on that show. That's my boy.
Oh,
and the stripper.
I like that one.
That lady. She's in a couple other movies too. She does like some serious parts too. But that was funny. It was like, oh, a nice way of saying special, right? Alita's like, that was an autocorrect. Robbie's like, who's in the main event tonight?
There isn't a main event. Actually, it's going to be...
talking to us.
I can tell you right now who's going to be in it. Jimmy.
Oh,
and if
guy.
he loses, then what?
Done. He's done. Done. Piccolo's like Franks and Beans.
Don't mess with the Zohan. No, that's not it. What's that one called again? The Dictator.
That's probably the funniest part of the whole show. It's like, I enjoy a nice bowl of good old H2O. Oh my gosh.
A bowl of water?
Yeah. Ricky Glows in the chat says Damian Priest is backstage tonight. Sup Wrestling Gab, and so is Shotzi and Scarlett.
Ooh, I wouldn't mind to see Shotzi on here.
Alita says tofu fried up as a burger.
They're not doing anything as of yet for qualifying for Money in the Bank. Unless this is.
Maybe. But we do have Apollo Crews and Big E right now.
Money in the Bank. It's in the corner. So this is for Money in the Bank.
Money in the Bank option. Which is, well, I guess it's okay. But it's
Look
weird
at the power.
because he is...
Champion?
He is a champion, right? He's a title holder. And I agree, I understand that nobody would put in their Money in the Bank for that title. But why is he competing?
It's fun. Sheamus wants to also.
For it.
But he couldn't because
his face is
broken. So my question here is he going to get hit with the Nigerian nail and win?
I don't know, but Robbie says Big E ain't really cutting it on his own.
No, I don't like it either.
It was like, I like steak, right? Kira says Linda McMahon is a hottie. That's for an older woman. Yes, she's pretty cool.
I don't know what she looks like now. I mean, she was pretty in like 20 years ago.
Pickles are right match, wrong team, drats. Jamel McGee is in the chat. Hey, Jamel says, hi, American friend. My name is Apollo. I am Prince of Nigeria who has recently inherited a large sum of money. In order to get it, I need processing fee of 453 American dollars, right? And it's all located in some weird, like, apartment somewhere, all this money that you've given to all these Nigerian princes. Vindicator's like, Owen's got a lap dance from Sapphire, but not the one you guys are discussing about. Right. See? I had every right to say
Cinnamon with an S.
Be nice, like, do you watch Swamp People? I do not. I do not watch that.
I don't watch it because I don't like that they shoot the alligators. That's my only problem I have with it.
Well, I think they do it in certain areas to keep the population down because they have so many of them. It's kind of like killing deer here, but they eat them, and they use like a lot of their parts for boots and
I mean, I would
belts
mind
and wallets and things like that. From what I understand, they're I think what they do is better than what they do here for trapping, because trapping you can get almost anything, but most of the time their lures or snags or what are they called? Snares usually only get alligators or whatever.
Right.
Yeah. But Kier says, best to be vegan. No.
Yeah. We're just eating a steak every once in a while. Like
no vegan.
3 times a week.
Nope. You still have to overprocess
I'm a vegan.
everything.
I'm a vegan when I don't eat.
When I don't eat meat,
right,
I'm a vegan. Vindicator, you're a weird carrot, right? Alita says bison ribs are great, right? Walter's like, okay, bye guys, see you a Saturday for AEW. Bye, Walter. Have a good rest of your night.
Thanks for hanging out with us.
Thank you for being with us, playing some trivia. Phoenix says, yes, bison ribs are great on the smoker. Alita says, carrot, you seem like a loser. Phoenix like, bye, Walter. Carrot says, my hair is stapled to my head. That sounds painful.
It's awesome.
Very painful.
Apollo 5-star frog splash.
Stuff.
Big E kicked out though.
He did. He kicked out of it.
I feel like he's gonna get hit with a Nigerian nail, and then Apollo's gonna get disqualified, and Big E wins.
Ooh,
damn! Just drove him.
What a terrible way to win, though, right?
And Apollo's power.
Vindicator says, see a big Walt, and Vindicator says, yep, and Alita's like making eyes and this kind of face. It looks like that Kara likes nuts too. Weird wet ones or whatever. Phoenix like laughing at Ayla. Robbie's like, Gab up to 1,000 subs on the channel, and D will do the New Day Rocks chant.
It's so funny. He's just standing up all by himself over there. The announcer.
Yeah. What's his face? Pat
McAfee.
He's like, I got ants in my pants. Ayla's like, he's got the with lots of clappy hands. As Elita says, who's got clap? Johnny Drip Drip.
The drip.
I have the answer to that. Johnny Drip Drip, he has the clap. Always. Daily. Every time. The ref caught him.
Oh, he just got thrown out.
Oh, he just got thrown out, so he couldn't even give the nail. He's getting checked before he can even give the nail to anybody. That's not right. Fiend's like, night, Walter. Ayla's like, it's a surprise. Fiend's like, see you Saturday. Vindicator's like, these days, my wallets are made of plastic. I own nothing made from gator skin. I don't want any bad karma in case I meet one and they size me up for dinner. They will know I always respected them. And they will spare me. LOL.
That's it.
There.
The big ending.
Because bad guys can't win on their own with good guys.
Did it.
As Phoenix says, who all missed Shorty G? Who? Just kidding. As Alita says, I don't. Piccolo says, look at the big brain on the ref. I know, he like totally like saw it. He's like, oh my god, I totally saw you. Cares like Shorter G, a great guy. He's amazing. Robbie's like, that Money in the Bank men's SD ladder match looks so weak with who's in it. No.
Who's in it? We got one guy.
But Pat McAfee had to take a seat because Michael Cole really needed to talk to him. Oh my god, last Sunday in Hell in a Cell, he got the throat punched by the Nigerian nail. That's what happened in the cell, and then Sammy won? Because he Nigerian nailed him?
Well, yeah, what are you talking about?
Sunday. They're talking about last Sunday that he somehow got a Nigerian nail to the throat.
Well, I don't remember that. I just remember him winning.
Of course we want to talk about you. Vindicator's like, what do you think of toasting marshmallow tonight, Talitha? She looks adorable. Persecution? What? There's like Sami Zayn, King of UK. He is from Canada. Robbie's like, have WWE let more wrestlers go?
Yeah, 7.
They did. And I forgot their names on a list somewhere else. The best week of his life.
Pretty sure he's married.
Who?
Sammy.
Oh, what? Why are we talking about him being married?
Toasty Marshmallow looks pretty good.
She does. She looks very snazzy in her lavender suit. Robbie's like, did Tyler Breeze go? Yes, Fandango was let go. Everrise was let go. Names I don't know were let go.
The 2 guys that used to hang out with Jinder Mahal, they got let go. Killian Dane's gone.
Mm-hmm. Some guy, Arturo Diaz, was let go.
Oh, Tony Nese, the big strong guy, 205 guy. A couple other guys from 205.
Yeah, it was just NXT and 205 people. And the Killian Dane one was like a really it was weird. Like, that was the biggest surprise besides Fandango. Because he was in the performance, he even tweeted afterwards saying that he was in the performance center, like, doing some last minute, like,
Sonya Deville reminds me of somebody that goes to a private school.
And then forgot that she had to wear normal
but then cut her pants.
Yeah. But I guess he tweeted out about his stuff that he was like, yeah, it was weird. It happened. I was at the performance center when they did it. So he was actually like,
he was at work.
Technically working, and they let him go. So it's very weird. It's very awkward and weird that they did. So I'm not sure why they did that. I mean, it's weird. Let's see. Alita says, drip, OG, bro, Shinsuke. All with the clap, huh? Rob is like, did Tyler Breeze... Oh, that Phoenix says they need to get rid of 205 Live. Well, they're slowly getting rid of it, right? By letting guys go. Just kidding. Kier says AEW versus WWE. What wins? They're just too different for...
Obviously, it depends on who owns it. But, I mean, if AEW bought WWE, then their guys would win and vice versa. But, anyways, the WWE guys are just bigger.
Right. Robbie says, when's Keith Lee coming back?
Hopefully as soon as this summer.
They haven't really teased or said anything about him coming back. Some people earlier in the chat were talking something about possibly that he wasn't around because of copyright with his name, but I don't know if that's real or not. So, Vindicator's like, oh, Lita's a tough one to crack. Ha ha ha, right?
He's shorter than Kevin Hart. He got a technical, so they threw him on a different planet.
That's funny. Macaroni and cheese. I should make some. That sounds good.
Roast it with some breading on it.
Oh, that would mean I'd have to make it from scratch. I was just going to make it out of a box.
You could do it with bread. Just throw some bread on top of that. How about toast? That'd be good, wouldn't it? Toast with macaroni and cheese in it? Or on it? Just one piece? Or dip it in it? Something like that.
So I've actually seen, like, them make buns out of macaroni and cheese. Like, so you take, like, macaroni and cheese, right? And you make it. And then you put it in a pan and put it in the fridge or freezer or whatever and, like, freeze it. And then you bread it. Like, and then deep fry it. and then, like, use that as buns.
Don't deep fry anything, guys. It makes your house stink. I have a deep fryer, and it's like the biggest waste of money in the history of my life. Basically. Used it once, and I'm like, ugh, never again. Not in the house. I'll deep fry out in the yard or something.
Right? Like, it's really weird. Anyways,
I could set up a table outside. It would work. Mm-hmm. Maybe I'll do it tonight.
Ew.
Puke my guts out again.
No.
It's fine. Just don't eat that much.
Don't eat it. Don't do it at all. Jason Michaels in the chat. Hey, Jason says, yes, Wrestling Gab, can this be the return of Becky or Mia Yim?
Maybe it is Mia Yim time.
We did listen to some stuff about Becky
Becky's
and how there
there.
were teasers about being there for WrestleMania and so on and so forth and everything like that. And we might not see her until
tonight.
After the draft.
It's Dolph.
Oh my God, seriously? He has to win against Dolph. If he can't win against Dolph, we have problems. Not that Dolph's bad. Like, he's really good. But it's just weird that, they would use him.
He's the show-off.
Stephen Griffiths is in the chat. Hey, Steven says, hey guys, how are you both? Great.
Doing
how
fantastic.
Are you? Is it Friday night for you, or is it a different day? Vindicator's like, step up your game, Kier. You gotta put in the work to entertain the almighty Alita, right? Jason Michael says, yo, wait a minute. If Mia and Bane in the back, can Lee take out Drew Monday and be in the ladder match? Wait a minute. Alita's like, delicious. Kier says, I'm not trying to entertain. I am boring. Check out my work lately. A cocoa sandwich is lovely. Rob says, D, are you still on the maple bacon flex?
Sami Zayn has to beat Kevin Owens next week to get into the ladder match.
I don't really like maple donuts.
Who doesn't like maple donuts?
I really don't. They're not one of my favorites.
Fuck.
I know a lot of people do, and that's fine. I
like ones that have stuff in them. Like the mustard, or not mustard, the custard or whatever it's called.
Yep, custard.
And then I like the ones that have
it's like pudding
lemon or
jellies and
jelly, any of that stuff. Jams. Jam.
Ooh, Karma. What? Look at his face. He's so confused. He's like, I don't even know what's going on. It's like, who am I? Where am I? Vindicator's like, you looking for friends here, then, Kier? I can't relate. My only friends are green paper with presidential portraits on it. Stephen Griffith says, yes, it's Saturday morning here in England right now. It's 2:14 a.m. Oh, you're from England also. Fantastic.
We got some Brits in here. She should play in a vampire movie.
She what?
She should play in a vampire movie.
She does look like a vampire, doesn't she?
Carmella!
Ew, you know what? If they ever remake Dracula and make it all woke with females in it, she should be the female Dracula.
Right. Carmella.
Well, it's not like they have a whole bunch of people to choose from.
Basically, every woman on the roster. Can you imagine seeing that shadow when you look up?
Did you just get excited?
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck's going on?
Like, why is there stuff?
She wearing a cow outfit?
Oh my god, she's wearing her moo-moo outfit tonight. Oh, man.
How many cows were injured in the making of this outfit?
She looks like a giant cow. Lita's like, I like the one that have icing in them. Kier says, no, not all. Not at all. Check out PMQs. You'll see how boring I am. Ah. And Kier's like, oh my god.
I didn't know there was icing in donuts.
See you in 25 minutes. I don't know if it's really icing or if it's just other stuff. I don't know.
Pudding?
Filling? Something. Vin's out for a moment, because Carmella. He loves her so much. He has to go in the corner for a minute.
She won the first ever. Well, actually, her partner won the first ever women's Money in the Bank match.
I think it's supposed to be like leopard print or something, but it doesn't look like
a snow leopard?
I don't know, but it looks more like cow print. So weird. Robbie's like, great outfit. Oh, nobody said that the outfit wasn't good.
Oh, shit. She's going to end up losing her spot. No, maybe not. Who's this? Oh, it's Liv.
Who is it? Liv. totally. Great.
This girl is horrible on the microphone.
Robbie's
horrible.
like, great outfit. Cares like a female Dracula would be good. Robbie says, is Sonya ever wrestling again? Probably.
Yes, she is training.
At some point, she has to.
She is training right now to wrestle again.
She's like, I have to make sure I articulate my words, especially for Carmella. Sorry. Kira says a female Dracula would be good. Robbie said that. Athena says Ravi, Keith Lee, and Mia Yim is secretly released. Keith Lee and Mia Yim is secretly released. No. That's funny. So, Stephen Griffin said, what matches happen on tonight?
So far?
They had a mixed match earlier.
Yeah, we've just had 2 matches. So basically we had Cesaro, Bianca versus Bayley and Seth.
And Bayley and Seth won that.
And then after that we had Apollo Crews and Big E.
Yes.
And now
Big E won that. And that was for a Money in the Bank opportunity. And Big E is that.
Oh, thank God. They're not just giving it to her. So she wins again, then she's in?
Yeah. She's like, look at my face. Why'd you hurt my face? My face. Phoenix says Liv Morgan will be in the Money in the Bank too. Probably. Ravi says Carmella taking style tips from Charlotte Square with that outfit. As Alita says Dalmatian. Are you saying she's a dog?
Oh, Lita. Come on. Be nice.
I mean, I know that that's usually what Vindicator goes for, but come on.
I'm just kidding.
Here says Liv Morgan, if that is her real name, is beautiful. That is not her real name, but
her name's
she's
like
cute in her own.
It starts with a G. It's like Geneva or something.
Yeah. Phoenix says Liv Morgan's real name is Giona Daddio. Yeah, that's it. That's the one. Alita says. I
wonder if she has any Italian in her.
Ew.
It sounds very Italian.
That's what she said. Phoenix says another rematch. Robbie says, does Liv live on a farm? Yes, Liv does live on a farm. She owns a farm. And guess who is her helper? Bo Dallas. Better known as his real name.
I don't remember.
Something Windham.
Yeah.
Wyndham.
That's his brother, is Wyndham.
Oh, that's right. What's his last name?
Rotunda.
Rotunda. Something Rotunda. Barry.
Yeah, maybe something like that. It's something Rotunda.
It's one of his grandpas. One of his grandpas.
Blackjack. Blackjack Mulligan.
That's not his real name. Kara's like, what happened to the Fiend? I don't know. Fiend Knight, where are you? Oh, there you are. You know what? I don't know what's going on there.
Maybe he's got the drip.
I think that they kind of like put him on the sidelines so that Alexa Bliss could have her day in the spotlight with her weird little thing that she's doing. And they didn't want to have 2 weird dark characters and stuff like that.
They were doing the exact same thing
They were doing the exact same thing. So I think that's kind of why he's taking the step back. I think they're trying to see how this will go. And who knows, maybe when they start going back on the road, we'll see him more. But as of right now, I think that's the only thing that's happening. Phoenix's like, yes. Alita's like, yes, she does. And Kira says, what happened to the Fiend? And Desmond Allen's in the chat. Hey, Desmond says Liv will win this match. Aha.
Again, 2 weeks in a row, huh?
Gianna Daddio favorite food is pizza. That's funny. That's funny.
She sounds
Is
Italian.
it like DiGiorno's? Is her favorite
You cut up the meatball and then you put it in the bowl. And you add the wine.
Alexa Bliss stole my stuff. And Ravi says Bo Dallas is defo helping Liv. Right? Totally helping. Totally. It's hard to some people that's not true, but yeah, totally helping.
Then he becomes the Godfather and never has to cook for anybody ever again.
That's right. Ever.
Well, the guy's trying to teach him how to cook. And talking at him, and he's watching because he's young and he wants to learn. But the guy's like, one of these days you're going to have to cook for everybody or something,
Right? Because he's like the youngest or whatever.
Uh-huh. And then he becomes the Godfather. Like, no, you be cooking for me.
Oh, we're back
they're on the outside.
Break.
Big slap.
They're on the outside slapping each other. It's just not right.
This is where you need the mud.
Pat McAfee's like, my bad. Let me put my phone in my pocket so it doesn't get ruined.
The most beautiful woman in WWE.
Oh, totally. Ooh. Let's see. Kira says, bringing up the dispersing of the Fiend next week on PimQs, right? Alita says, what is your favorite at Fiend? Piccolo says, yep, I bet Liv enjoys crappy pizza with pineapple. Oh, right? Pineapple. As he says, she basic. That's mean.
Carmella?
No, Liv.
Liv. Yeah, Liv does not. I've never liked Liv ever since she came up. I was like, I've been trying to.
Right.
I've just never. She's just a basic.
Basic. Phoenix says, I do return to Monday Night Raw, August 9th. Nice. Is that where you're going to be, Fiend? He's like, jalapeno steakhouse pizza, Alita. And Desmond Allen says, imagine Liv being our next SmackDown Women's Champion.
No, I won't. And I don't see it happening.
Ever.
She's not good enough on the mic and in the ring.
It's just weird.
Oh, tag team champions looking on.
Why would they look on? What are they going to do about it?
They have to be because there's nobody else on the roster.
Oh,
and they need 4 women.
So
they don't have 4
lame.
women, so they got to take them too.
So lame. Just lame.
I would like to see some more women show up on SmackDown, even though it's a 2-hour show and they don't use a lot of wrestling.
Right? Not with what's-his-face being a champion.
We're going to have 4 matches in 2 hours.
That's pathetic. Oh, shit.
And they're not long, great matches, by the way. It's not like they go, wow, 4 matches, that's it?
Wow.
That's a lot of
30-minute
wrestling.
matches.
Oh, that might have done it.
Might have gotten Carmella.
Carmella.
Ooh, nope. Carmella got the wherewithal and put her foot up there. Liv, I'm throwing my tantrum. Waka-pacha.
Kicked her right in the throat.
Almost. Pretty close, huh? Okay, I don't know why you're sitting on your ass not doing anything, but do something. Midnight's like, Liv is just a basic version of Alana. Oh, ouch.
Morgan kicks out.
Kira says, right, I am off to badly run a campaign for the badly and spin by election. Good night. All right, well,
Right.
Good luck with that and your badness. Desmond Allen says, I want Lacey Evans to return after her pregnancy.
Yeah, I think it's going to be hard for her, but I think she can do it.
You know, she was in really good shape, just like all the other wrestlers, too, you know, before she went in. And she knows discipline and stuff like that, just like the rest of them do.
There it is.
Ah, that nice roll-up. She got it.
Liv snuck it in.
Snuck in that roll-up there.
2 weeks in a row.
She got it.
Liv Morgan. She gets up on that ladder, wins Money in the Bank. You never know.
Oh, Athena's like, wow, okay, Liv. Yeah, we knew she was going to win because, let's put it this way, Fiend, Matthew. There aren't very many women in SmackDown, and the women they have in SmackDown have to... Oh, she almost took a fell on her face.
She almost pulled a Mandy.
That's hilarious. You have to say it. But still. She's like, look at me, boo me, please, thank you.
Let's get some boos. Everybody booing.
Grant T's
booing
in the
Carmella,
chat. Hey, Grant says,
Carmella.
Wrestling Gab, the Joe to Best tag title are on the line, and I'm in it.
There
I will
you
tell
go.
you how it goes. Well, thank
I'm
you
excited
for the
to
update.
hear about
That's
it.
amazing. Midnight's like, she almost fell on the side steps. Did you catch it? Yeah, we saw it. Pico's like, I saw that. Ravi's like, what? That match over already? I know. And Desmond Allen says, I also just subscribed. Well, I didn't know you were new to us. Thank you so much.
Thank you for hanging out with us.
Give us a thumbs up. Thanks for hanging out. We'll be here tomorrow for AEW. Oh, I won't.
She won't be here. I'll be here with another buddy.
A substitute. Yeah, so we'll be here for AEW's
But we'll be
tomorrow.
here Monday.
But we'll be here Monday for Raw also.
And next Wednesday, finally. We're back on Wednesdays.
Yes.
So Monday, Wednesday, and Friday every week.
Yes, we're back to our regular scheduled
From now
programming.
forward, because they're going to be moving to TBS. And there's no basketball on TBS next year, so this shouldn't happen next year.
Yes.
This is 2 years in a row AEW's done this.
Yes. Desmond says AEW stays lit. Yes. And they're adding another show.
Yes,
So,
AEW is adding a show.
They're adding that show in
Rampage.
August?
Yeah, August 13th or whatever that.
August
Right around the middle of...
13th. I'm sure it's August 13th. It's Friday the 13th. Yeah, so they're actually adding a show. It's just an hour show, but it's going to be on TNT for now, right?
I think it's TBS on that one.
Or is it that one TBS?
I think that one's going right to TBS, but we can check it out.
Yeah.
We got time. We got a month and a half.
So, up next is that Jimmy Uso versus Dolph Ziggler. This is the matchup that Jimmy asked for because he wanted a match. So, we went to Paul Heyman and Roman Reigns for a match. And if he doesn't win this... Tommy Oliver is in the chat. Hey, Tommy says, hey, I got notified late. Ooh, bummer. B-Night says, AEW Rampage is supposed to be a debut wrestler. AEW. Yes, it is. It is for newbies coming up and so on and so forth. But Mark Henry is the guy over it.
Yeah, and, he's going to be the guy. He's going to be the voice. He's
going to be the trainer and stuff like that to a lot of these upcoming talent and whatnot. And it's kind of cool they're putting it on actual TV. Because they do have another show they do.
They have
AEW
two.
Does.
They have Black
they
and
have
Monday.
That's right. They have the women one, and then they have the...
well, they have the one the Big Show does.
Yeah, that's right. So 3.
So, yeah, they have quite a bit of shows already.
And they do
on
most
YouTube.
of that on YouTube. So the only ones that are going to be on television, and but that could change. They could put some of the other ones there too, is going to be that Rampage, and then, of course, AEW's.
I would like them just to put
show.
those two together, make it a 2-hour show, and be fine.
Right.
Have 2-hour shows and be done. And not have it on Friday.
Desmond says, I just looked up, it says TNT for now. And that's what I thought. I thought it was going to be TNT until next year, and then they'd move to TBS for next year.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. As long as basketball's over, and it seems to be on TNT, so we're good.
Yeah. Tommy Oliver's like, AEW sucks big time. Yeah, a lot of people do not like it. A lot of people
do. Some people
are
don't.
really huge fans. Some people are kind of on the fence, and some people really don't like it at all. They're still big fans of NXT, WWE, or even Impact. Some of it. Alita's like just both. Like NXT. Fiend Knight's like, I think Braun will be on Rampage. It would make sense because of Mark Henry. Okay, yeah, that's interesting. I can understand that.
Well, we'll see if they can sign him and if they can afford him. He wants like $20,000 an appearance.
Right. Thomas says Mark Henry is done wrestling as his knees are seriously shot. He's only there to commentate and help out talent backstage. Right. Not what he said to Tony Schiavone in his little interview.
He said he could wrestle, but just like the Big Show said the same thing.
Exactly. That doesn't mean that they couldn't do something weird. Because let's put it this way, Thomas. And I'm going to throw this out here for Vindicator and, his swindling stuff. They have all these older guys there. Arn Anderson, Jake the Snake, what's the other?
Tully Blanchard?
Tony Blanchard.
Tully
Blanchard. And some of them, Sting. Some of them are older men. They're, they've been hurt.
Dean Malenko.
Okay. They've been hurt. They have back problems. They have knee problems. They have neck problems. They've had broken necks. They've had blah, 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 blah. A lot of those guys, and they've wrestled in AEW. Now, I'm not saying that they did fantastic and phenomenal, but they took some moves and they did some moves. And that would be wrestling. So even though he may not be able to, do a full matchup or a full match, doesn't mean that he can't get in there and do a move or two. That's all. That's just how I see it. So I would
bigger
say that
guys.
He's just going to go in there and be like, I'm going to be the biggest, baddest, wrestler now, and that's me. Because he does have issues, just like all the other older guys do. Christian Cage has problems, and
I forgot Christian Cage was there, yeah. Old Christian.
Jericho, there you go. He wrestles. I mean, he's probably in a little bit better shape than quite many of them, but that's, how it is.
Robert Roode escorting Dolph out to the ring.
Yes, he is. Let's see. Tommy Oliver says, no, NXT is a much better show. Hell, I'd rather watch Impact Wrestling. We understand.
Impact's a decent show. I like all of them, so I don't
And NXT it's just different. So AEW isn't WWE stuff. It really isn't. It just isn't.
It's a different cup of tea.
Mark could only wrestle if he had a 5-hour energy drink. Tommy Oliver's like, because they will over 40s. Wow, AEW reminds me of WCW.
Exactly, that's what I consider it. Which was what I watched. That's the only one I watched. I didn't watch WWE when WCW was around. I'd flip over there to see what was going on. It was called WWF at the time, but
right. Let's see. Robbie, Mr. Tractor Desmond says, who y'all got for the main event? Who, I don't know. I mean, in all reality, we haven't seen Jay, and he said he was done and quit. That's what Jimmy said to Roman, so who knows? Yeah, so is Jimmy going to be his new lackey for a while, and so is he going to win this? Or is he going to lose, and we're going to see the fallout of Roman Reigns and his head of the table stuff?
I would hope that he would lose. I mean, I don't see how Dolph could lose this match.
Well, I just
Former
don't think
world
it's right
champion.
if Dolph loses, so it's just kind of weird, right?
Former world champ.
Vindicator said, somebody said swindling and Vindicator, and that was my calling card to reappear. That and the disappearance of one livestock creature. Alita called her a Dalmatian, so... Alita's like, funny. Tommy Aller's like, AEW would love to have Sabu Ric Flair. Free Knight says, Chris Jericho released a new song on his rock band, Fozzy. The song pretty good. And that's, you know, as he should. That's what his other career is, right? Robbie's like, is Mark Henry any good on AEW? We've only seen him...
He's only talked twice. I mean, we've seen him once, he talked once, and that's...
And then he had some little interview stuff with Tony Schiavone, answered some questions, and that was all. You'll get to see him more in August when that Rampage show starts, so who knows what's happening there.
I hope that they looked at the ratings from Fridays and changed their mind and changed the day. I just don't want them to do it on Fridays.
Right. Tommy Oliver's like, Jey Uso is going to play a stripper from Kent, England. Nice. That's the way to do it.
Somebody come get him. He's dancing like a street.
Rob is like, D, when are you doing WWE main event watch-alongs?
Oh, no. Never. Although it would have been kind of cool to see Karrion Kross on there. I didn't even know it was going to be on.
Oh.
They had Kross versus Shelton Benjamin.
Ah. SV Knight says never. Exactly. Anyways, we are in a match right now of Dolph Ziggler and Jimmy Uso. Again, Jimmy Uso asked for a match. Paul Heyman and Roman Reigns gave him a match. And if he loses this match...
Ben.
I don't know, but we're going with the dictator type of thing. So if he loses the match, it's... So, you know, who knows what his future's going to hold.
Got him in a little chokey. The elbow drop.
Elbow drop to the sternum. Desmond Ellis says they'll probably have it on Mondays to compete with Raw for views.
Oh, no. I mean, I wouldn't mind if they moved to AEW, you know, their Dynamite to Mondays or something and seen what they could do.
Right.
And then moved Rampage to Wednesdays. I'd be okay with that. If it was a 2-hour show.
Right.
But it is going to be live, it looks like.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I thought for sure Rampage. It was going to be recorded, but it's not. They're selling tickets to it.
Oh, wow. Cool. That's pretty cool.
So it does look like it will be a live show. Now, will it be longer than 1 hour and they only televise 1 hour of it? Because they will do that.
Didn't go over very well with that. He, had this weird pause.
All right, what's Jimmy going to do here?
Oh, is he going to run into that table out there? The announce table? Oh,
that's rude.
Oh, poor Rude. He got the...
Bob Roode. Oh!
Oh, what the...
Was that the zigzag on the stairs?
Oh.
Ew. That'll hurt your spine.
I think that corner might have got him.
Yeah. The Usos get hurt in their matches, in their single matches. Remember when Jay was jumping off shit and landing on corners? Remember when he landed on the corner of the table with his abdomen?
That's true.
I thought he got dead. I was like, well, he's dead.
He's dead.
He broke his spleen.
He broke his spleen. It's like Karrion Kross looks strange without Scarlett, right?
Yeah, I don't like that.
Alita's like, Jimmy gonna lose.
They're talking about moving Scarlett up to the main roster and splitting them up.
Oh, God, no.
Just having her up on there on her own.
Doing what?
Wrestling?
Yeah. Has she wrestled?
Yeah, she's a wrestler.
I know she's a wrestler, but has she?
No.
No.
Nope. So but they're training her for it.
I don't understand that. That's dumb. Why would
Because they got rid of Lana, and now they want a upgraded butt, I guess. I don't know.
That's so dumb. Tommy Oliver's like, Cross is talented. Let's hope Vince don't hold him back.
I think he'll be fine. He's big enough. I think he has the size to compete on the main roster.
Right.
Most of the guys that get held up or whatever are usually the smaller guys. Like if Adam Cole came up or something. I feel like Adam Cole probably wouldn't be champion. He'd be one of those mid-card guys.
The one that you're like, where'd he go? Tommy Oliver's like, right, good night all. Well, thanks for hanging out with us,
thanks
Tommy.
for hanging out with us.
Appreciate it. Robbie says the Usos are washed. They used to be decent. When they're together as
Put
an
'em
actual
together.
tag team and be a tag team, that's when they're the best. But, you know, one of them's been hurt for so long, and the other one came back, you know, and then they put them together, but then they all, like, fought with each other because of Roman. I mean, that kind of stuff is, like, weird. I don't understand that. Desmond says, did you guys hear about those releases WWE made today?
Yeah,
Yes.
there was 7 of them.
Yeah, there were quite a few of them. They were from NXT and 205. I can't remember all the names, and I wrote them down, and I left my paper somewhere else. My bad. Anyway, so it was
Killian
like
Dane.
Breezango, Killian Dane. Those two were kind of like...
Tyler
we
Breeze.
hadn't seen Breezango for a while. Both of them got released, Fandango and Tyler Breeze.
The Bali twins. The
Bollywood twins.
What's the other
Boys.
one? The Ascension or what? The tall...
Everrise.
Everrise.
Everrise was
I know there was a
released.
Rising.
That guy, Arturo Rios, was released.
Tony Nese.
Tony Nese was released.
A couple other 205
Killian
guys.
Dane, which was a huge surprise, was released. Who else was it?
There's just a couple other guys. I mean, there was a guy named August something.
August Gray.
August Gray.
That was the name that was released.
There was a woman.
Yes. Miriam or something.
Sandra, maybe?
I don't remember. But anyway, so, I mean, yeah, but some of them were possibly ones that maybe didn't even make it to, like, on-screen type stuff, but, you know, they were from NXT and 205 themselves. So, yeah, Tyler Rust was not released. Arya Davari, I don't remember that name being on there, but it could have been. Let's see.
Yeah, Davari's gone. He was the one of them.
Oh, V-Knight says she wrestles like Eva Marie. Oh, that's not nice. V-Knight also said Vince wants big booty girls on the main roster like Tony Storm. Lita's like, Scarlett will be shit. Oh, ouch. Vindicator says, not a fan of Dolph being in the last match of the night, and SmackDown needs more wrestlers, so Scarlett should go there, but she won't, and neither will Cross. Robbie says Scarlett's defo would be Tech Eva Marie.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, everybody has their own...
Tech?
I mean, a lot of people think that she's the true smoke show. Like, the
Okay,
original
so
smoke show.
So this is my thing. Take off all their makeup, all the contouring that Eva Marie does on her face, because she contours her face so much that it looks like she has a square nose.
Right.
Take all the makeup off of them and put them up beside each other, and then tell me who's prettier.
Of those two?
Or just putting on natural makeup. No contouring, no making your nose square and your eyebrows weird and square and like all this other crap. And then say, you know, who's the smoke show out of that. Because in my opinion, looking at them, I look at Scarlett and think her face is prettier because she doesn't do a lot of makeup on her face. And Eva Marie just does. Like, I mean, she just, like, completely cakes on the contouring and shading and everything else. And so, it's like, holy shit, like, freaking square faces. It's just kind of creepy to me. Like, her face creeps me out a little bit because of it. It's like, Alita laughing. Dustin's like, no, not Tyler Rust, of course. And Vindicator says, Dane is the only one I will miss, but WWE is struggling financially, and they need that fan revenue when they return to live events.
They made $2 billion last year in revenue.
Yeah, so, you know, wow, they're real struggling.
That's through the pandemic. Like, I don't know how much they're struggling. I think they're just liquidating because I think there might be a sale. I mean, that's what it looks like. This is what companies do before they sell, is they start cutting big contracts, which we saw by Braun Strowman's release. Now, if we see somebody else that's bigger get released, you can almost bank it. Right now, I'm still not sold that that's the reason they're doing it.
Right. Alita says if Tony has a big one, right? Desmond, here's the people. Fandango, Everrise, Arya Davari, Tony Nese, August Gray, Tyler Breeze, right? Which is the Breezango. The Bollywood boys, that would be Sunny Singe and Samir Singe. Marina Shafiri, that was the one I couldn't remember. Kurt Stallion, Arturo Rios, Killian Dane, and Tino Sabatelli. I don't remember
something like that.
That one.
He got him. Dolph's done.
Wow, Jimmy won that. There you go. And now you're going to hear from Roman Reigns for 20 minutes. Robbie's like, should Dakota Kai be on the main roster? Lita's like, no. And Phoenix like, no. And I would say no.
I would like to see her on the main roster.
Right now, I mean...
Why not? What's stopping her?
Sure, have her have a feud with Raquel Gonzalez and then put her up on the main roster and have her fight up against Carmella and Liv and see what happens. Vindicator's like, Eva is mediocre at best and still can't wrestle, apparently. Robbie's like, Eva, Scarlett both bad as each other as wrestlers. Phoenix says Eva Maria looked like Tiffany from Pride and Chucky. Robbie's like, Scarlett looks way better. Like, right? Like, and I'm not saying that Eva Marie isn't pretty in her own right. It's just that whatever she's doing with her makeup
lately
makes her not pretty. When she was on WWE before and did her makeup less, like, more natural looking, she was very pretty. But, like, whatever she's doing with her makeup, I don't like it. Like, I mean, I know that they do that to do their thing, but it's just creepy. James Satello's in the chat. Hey, James.
Hey, James, thanks for hanging out with us.
Do wrestlers get paid after a match or weekly?
I think they get paid weekly.
Or
in the old days, they used to get paid after each match. I don't think they do that anymore, though.
You did great. You did great.
Yeah, you're not coming out to the ring.
But you can't come with us. You haven't proven your acknowledge me yet.
You're more like a left-hand man.
Desmond Allen's in the chat says they are a few millions in release in depth.
They're working it out, so
yeah,
we'll see what happens.
I mean, some big ones that they released that were huge on the contract side were Braun Strowman. Like, he was a big one. Mm-hmm. And stuff like that, so. Robbie's sucking up to me again. D, you're better looking than Eva and Scarlett. Oh, you kidder, you.
If they release somebody like The Miz or something, then I'll be like, okay, things are getting real. Because The Miz makes a lot of money and he's not wrestling. Now, granted, he's hurt, but...
Right. Desmond Allen says, damn, I'm not happy. I was rooting for Dolph. I think a couple people were, but, some people maybe wanted Jimmy to win. Chris says, had to take care of business. Sorry I'm late. It was not pretty. They call me the Arlington Undertaker. Ask me why. I say because I have enough whoop ass to fill up Arlington filled twice over.
There you go.
Damn. Phoenix like Killian Dane will do great on Impact Wrestling. He probably would fit really well over there if that's where he decides to go. Or, who knows what's happening with that. Chris says, so Liv won, huh? Yeah, Liv.
She did.
She did. She won her chance to be
little
in
roll-up.
Money in the Bank.
A fluke roll-up.
Vindicator's like, Dewdrop is prettier than Eva, and so is Piper Niven. Oh, wait, they're the same person. Damn that Eva and her feeble-minded writing and pampering team. James Hello says, you think Cena will come back to challenge Roman Reigns?
Possibly. I think that's what we'll start seeing around Money in the Bank. If they're going to go that route.
James says, Piper Niven, or Phoenix says, Piper Niven got so many memes right now. I haven't seen one, so I couldn't tell you.
I have not either.
Chris says, Walter tracksuit better than Roman Reigns tracksuit. Ooh, ouch.
The battle of the tracksuits.
Rob is like Roman with 20 minutes of waffle. Yes. Well, not quite 20, because he has to come down to the ring and then stand there and let people stare at him for a while. It's really gross.
I'm hoping that he doesn't talk for all 15 of these minutes.
Fiend Knight says Piper Niven and Jax should be tag team champions. Interesting.
That'd be an interesting team.
Desmond Allen says Reigns Cena is a dream match for SummerSlam. And Ravi, tracksuits are cool. Yes, all you
They're
people
trying
in
to
your
sell
tracksuits.
out like 70% of that football stadium that they're playing
Tracksuits
in.
your slides.
In Vegas.
With socks. They're trying to sell out 50,000 of them?
Is that what I said? I said 70%.
Oh, 70%?
Yeah, because if you look at how they're setting it up, the stage and everything, this whole backside they're not doing anything with. It's all blank. So they're just doing,
Like
a little more than
horseshoe?
half. Yeah, a little more than half. Yeah, like a horseshoe.
That's interesting. Vindicator's like, Travis needs a tracksuit in 3 different colors to become the king of Idaho. Make it happen.
I think so.
You want tracksuits?
If I want to become king. How do you become king? Tracksuit.
I guess it's not a watery tart. With a sword. Roberto says, y'all have a good night. See y'all for Raw Monday. Thanks, Roberto. If you are interested in AEW, Travis with Substitute will be here tomorrow for AEW if you want to hang out with him then. Alita says he's thinking about what he's gonna... right? Robbie's like, do you wear sliders with socks? No, I do not. I wear thongs or flip-flops as they're called now. From the old school days where they weren't called flip-flops. I do not wear socks with my sandals. I think that's weird.
I just think it looks better, so that's why I do it.
Socks with your sandals?
Mm-hmm.
V-Night says Piper Niven could teach Jax how to leg drop and other moves because Shayna definitely didn't. Well, maybe Piper Niven could teach Jax how to not hurt people.
Hey, she created the man.
She did create her. You have to give her credit where credit's due. If it wasn't for Nia Jax literally punching Becky in the face
and busting her up and concussing her,
we would have never had the man because
would
Becky
have never
had
been born.
No idea what was going on.
It just took her to another stratosphere.
Piccola says, is that all I need for street cred? A tracksuit and slides with socks. You have to have the slides with socks.
Are these slides?
And then you have to wear... No, your red ones are slides.
Oh, okay.
And then you have to wear your tracksuit kind of zipped open. And you have to have like a weird tank top under it like Eddie Kingston does. It's like clear down here, like almost to your nipples. And then you have to have a hairy chest with a big fat gold chain. That's the only way you get street cred.
With like a padlock on it or something.
No, not a padlock, just a gold chain. And then you have to have a toothpick in your mouth constantly, like Travis. It's the only way you're getting street cred. That's how you do it. Just saying. As Robbie says, that's definitely a yes then, D.
You dress like Robbie, a VCR salesman.
A VCR salesman, yes. Well, Robbie, I know that you wear sliders with socks. So, I mean, because... it's something that you probably attain to do. Track suits and sliders with socks is probably the only way you know how to be cool in your own mind of thinking you're cool. When in all reality, you just look like a clown. But it's okay.
You look clownish.
Chris is like I'm starting to feel optimistic about the Snake Eyes movie trailer. Are they making another movie called Snake Eyes?
Is that like a James Bond movie?
Just out of curiosity, because I'm just curious. Because didn't they make a movie called Snake Eyes? Wasn't it,
Oh, sorry.
what's his name?
I don't know. I was watching the commercial.
60, Gone in 60 Seconds.
Nicolas Cage?
Yeah, Nicolas Cage, that guy. Wasn't he in a show called Snake Eyes?
I don't know.
Pretty sure
Possibly.
James tells us, has anybody won Money in the Bank back-to-back?
Carmella won it 2 nights in a row.
Oh, here's the last one. Last man standing qualifying match
That's
next
next
Friday
week, yeah.
for Kevin Owens
That's
versus
what I was
Sami
telling
Zayn.
you.
Oh,
Sami
that's it.
has to be
Win.
in that. Yeah, win that.
He has to win it.
Because I think Kevin Owens is already in it. I think that's what he just beat Apollo Crews for.
Oh. Who? Big E? Apollo Crews earlier? Like weeks ago?
Right.
Oh,
wait, never mind. I'm thinking of something else.
I'm like, Big E and Apollo had a match tonight.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin Owens is this for Sami Zayn. Never mind. I was thinking they were the same person. Big E and Kevin Owens were one. Hey, listen.
Alita's like, socks with flip-flops, you know who's been to jail. Every guy who wears what Roman Reigns is wearing. Because if he wasn't wearing his sneakers, he probably wears socks and slides. Chris says, actually, I heard where Walter is from, like in Europe, having a tracksuit means you are a gangster. That does not surprise me at all. Like, really. Robbie's like, D, man with the hella disrespect. That's right, bitch. Come at me. I'll give it right back. Desmond L says, interesting. Last man standing qualifying. Yeah, very interesting. Jason Michael says, Keith Lee or Seth. If Keith Lee ever comes back, I don't know. Why would he go after Seth? But I guess he has to start with something.
Seth wants to go for Roman. And maybe Roman's going to address that.
Maybe. Jason says, imagine Roman cut a promo and Cross come out. Wrestling, yeah, he'd be dead.
A lot of people want to see that. I just feel like that would just bury Cross right out of the gate.
I think so too. I think
because Cross isn't going to beat Roman, so that doesn't. So it just makes him lose right out of the.
Yeah, I don't think they should do any of that stuff. Desmond L says, "What was your favorite match of the night?"
Tonight, Carmel and Liv.
James Sotelo says, "I really want to see Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns. I really think Owens can beat Roman Reigns."
I like Apollo, so I'm gonna say the Apollo Crews Big E, to be honest.
So since we've already seen Kevin Owens go up against Roman Reigns multiple times in this whole thing of Roman Reigns' reign, I think that's funny. Because, like, I thought KO was taking a break and getting off TV. Well, I guess Sami Zayn sucked him right back in.
Right.
Then
Every
time
I get out,
guys is not something you want to get in the casinos. No. Doesn't like Brock versus Reigns. Alita says, I agree, Travis, with the Apollo Crews one, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Except for the fact that Apollo Crews lost, but... I mean,
yeah.
Big E had to get into the Money in the Bank somehow, right?
Yep.
If they're pushing him as a singles wrestler. It says Lashley versus Reigns unification title match. So they only have one title for each show, for the whole shows.
Well, now that they're going on the road, they're probably going to tour in different directions, so they won't need that. They'll have to have 2 champions.
Okay. Robbie's like, Adidas and Nike tracksuits are so comfy, not gonna lie. Chris says, no, but Cross wouldn't go down without a fight, though.
No, it would be good. I'm not saying it wouldn't be good. He would look little. And he's a big guy, but he'd look little. He wrestles all those midgets over on NXT. But if he was on the main roster, a lot of the guys on the main roster are big.
Yeah.
Big. And he's a bigger dude, but Roman's like 6'3" or 6'4" or something like that.
Yeah. Oh, goody. We're going to hear from him next. And he's like, I would love to see Jax versus Charlotte again, but as last woman standing.
There you go.
And Fiend's like, it needs to be
There's
Cross
nobody
versus
left.
Fiends.
Maybe it is going to be Cross. They're saying there's nobody left.
That's just dumb. Robbie's like, who does the punch better, AJ or Roman?
The phenomenal forearm or the punch? Is that what we're talking about?
Well,
Are we talking about
AJ. But AJ doesn't do a punch. AJ does a forearm.
the phenomenal forearm?
And Superman punch is Sami Zayn does it.
Orange Cassidy does it.
Orange Cassidy does it, and Roman Reigns does it, and I can't think of anybody else.
Not right offhand. Edge!
That's it. We forgot about Edge.
Edge is here.
Yeah. Well, that's the only one, right? Didn't somebody say he was going to be wrestling him at some point?
I know they're planning on making Edge versus Seth at SummerSlam. So this would work. Remember, because Seth wanted that spot?
Right? Yeah. Lita, like, he's 6'5". Yeah, Roman Reigns, I thought he was that, but, you know, that's in wrestling terms, and they usually give him about an inch. Desmond says Edge is back. Sorry for leaking it. It's fine. I didn't read it until he came out. You're fine. Chris O'Connor is Edge, the geriatric? Yes, Chris, the geriatric. He came out with his walker and everything. It was amazing.
He escaped out of the old folks' home.
He forgot he had dementia. That's funny. Oh, Robbie says, D, it's the same move, ain't it? It is. No, it's not. The phenomenal forearm is not the same move as the Superman punch.
There's the Superman punch. Edge is already in trouble.
Ooh. Medicare's like, I've seen enough Reigns promos to know how this ends, so I try to get motivated to watch Monday Night Recap and bother you guys some more at that time. See you later. Sleep tight.
We will be here tomorrow at same time, 8 o'clock.
Yes.
For AEW.
He escaped Hawaii nursing home, right? He escaped.
There's a spear!
Wow. He speared him. With some... Oh. Did Roman Reigns have a chair? Was he going to whack him with a chair? The spinal fusion.
Oh, concerto?
Oh, jeez.
Remember, this is what put him out.
Alita's like, he's high. Okay, Alita, I have thought this the whole time he's come back. He looks like he's high constantly. I swear that he is, like, on some kind of painkiller drug or something. Because he's like, and he's, like, all, like, gaunt looking. It's kind of creepy.
Oh, Jimmy with the save. That's going to get him in trouble.
I thought that's what he was supposed to do.
No, he was supposed to stay in the back. So Roman's going to be like,
Oh.
what, you think I can't handle my own business?
Well, I thought he was supposed to help him with this business if he could. To give Roman a chance.
Oh, Jimmy's in trouble.
You know, but that's fine.
He just went head first into that freaking steel steps.
Chris says Edge does look a little younger, but he dyed his beard. Maybe he decided not to look
Speared
like
him right through the barricade.
Well, I thought there was paint on him, but it's just
He did dye his beard back brown, so he doesn't look as old as he did at Mania.
He doesn't look like.
They're like, dude, you could be on TV, but you got to do something.
You gotta look like you're younger, dude. It's just nasty.
Can you at least try to look like you're in your 40s?
Can you look like you aren't gonna come out, on a scooter? What were those called? Get your own.
The Rascal?
The Rascal.
You push the button. It's like this. You have to push the button first. Because they didn't go. It was like.
And they didn't go that fast either. It was like. Anyways, so if you're a big Edge fan, I'm glad you're an Edge fan, but I think he's old and should go away. But
does he have a rock star shirt on? Oh no, it's rated R.
Iconoclast or Iconolast.
I thought it was sponsored, but it's just his stuff.
Yeah, whatever it means or says.
Holy crap! Edge is back. That's gonna set up a huge pay-per-view for Money in the Bank.
Pay-per-view. Let's see. Desmond Allen says I'll be back tomorrow for Dynamite. Sweet. Thanks
I
for
will
hanging out
be
with
here
us tonight. Travis will be here. We'll have a substitute for me as I have other plans. So sorry. As I made the plans, I forgot that we actually had something on Saturday because I asked him and he's like, no, nothing. And I'm like, oh, all right. And I went on with my life. Let's see. Fiend Knight says Edge escape Hawaii mental health service, right? Robbie's like, D, so who wins out of Seth versus Edge? It's going to be Edge because everybody loves him and they push him for everything. Alita says, I thought it was just me. Thought it was just you. Oh, that he looks high. No, I always thought when he first came back, like I never saw Edge wrestle before. So you guys have to remember, I've only been watching wrestling for 2 years now, basically. Like actually like watching it. Like Travis would talk about it, but I never knew who Edge was. I mean, he could have said but I'm like, whatever.
Edge was gone for like 10 years. He retired when I wasn't watching it. I was still kind of boycotting wrestling back in the day.
Okay.
No, I wasn't boycotting it, guys. I just had other things that I was doing, and I kind of forgot it was still on TV.
Right.
But I did come back to wrestling, obviously.
So I never really, I didn't know who these people were or are. So I got first impression of Edge coming back. So that's the first time I've ever seen
Fighting
him.
Randy Orton on top of semi-trucks.
And so I look at him as like, he looks gaunt. He looks like, when you compare him to what he used to look like, because I've seen pictures, he looks gaunt and sick and like not very muscular and all that stuff. And he looks like he's high on something all the time. Like, I mean, he literally stands there with his eyes like this, like the whole time. And you're like, are you okay? Do you have a thyroid issue? I mean, something, right? So it's just weird. Anyway, so that's just me. Like, that's just stuff I personally noticed because of it. Let's see. But Chris says it's always through the barricade. Of course, Chris says Roman is literally on the stage. Edge literally is a geriatric. And Fiend Knight's laughing. He says, see you tomorrow. Alita says, bye. Fiend Knight says, bye, Alita. Desmond says, a good night and bye. Robbie says, D, low-key routing for Edge because of just you, Robbie. That's the only reason why. Alita says, same, Travis. Jason says, Brock come out. It's going to happen. Wrestling Cab. Okay. James Satella says, you think Otis will turn good again? I don't know. It depends, right? Are the Street Profits gonna turn him against Shorty G?
No.
You know, Jason Michaels like laughing, clapping, fire. Good swerve WWE. Edge was rumored to be in August. And Alita says he too like a crack addict, right? He looked like a crack addict. Yes. Exactly. All right, and on that note, we're going to say bye.
All right, guys, I'll see you tomorrow night. She won't be here, but then she will be here Monday, but I'll tell you about that tomorrow. Yeah. Thanks for watching Wrestling Gab, and have a good weekend. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.